All right, dang me. One more. One more. This shirt. My buddy got me this shirt. Because my nickname is Weasel. And it's a album cover from the Mothers of Invention. What was his name? The album was called Weasels Rip My Flesh. Frank Zappa, sorry. Frank Zappa and the Mothers of Invention, you're probably tripping. And then at the bottom it says, it's ripping his face off. And at the bottom it says, Riz, where the... See the weasel rip? I'm a flesh ripper. I wish there was some waves because the weather's fucking perfect for surfing. Perfect. I think I might take a drive south and go to a place where there's probably the swells hitting better, because it's not hitting here. So let's get to the let's finally get to it, and then we'll go to some other scriptures on peace. Jeremiah 29:11. He has plans for peace, not for evil. So we're talking about in Ecclesiastes, which is Solomon wrote Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes means the church. And so, as I pontificate on what Ecclesiastes means, Solomon is writing to the church. So I'm going to go back and find peace, but while I'm doing that, I'm going to talk about how the wisdom of Solomon, who is Jesus Christ, and the regeneration. If you don't understand regeneration, you don't understand that these biblical people have come back over and over again. I've been here before. I don't know who I was in the past, but I was someone important to a certain extent because the Lord has qualified me. He's given me a new name, Adonijah, and he's told me I'm one of his, from the tribe of Benjamin of Judah, southern kingdom. So Solomon in Ecclesiastes, he's talking to the church. And I think the part why we don't get a lot of Ecclesiastes in the church, I would say if you're really going to start a church, if you really want your people, your innocent Gentile churchgoers, your beautiful bride of Christ, the church, you lovely little innocent churchgoers, talk about a blessing. Heavenly Father, thank you for giving me the honor to speak of these deeper things to your innocent, beautiful bride that comes to you like a dove, peaceful and peaceful. Shalom, with well-being and completeness. You churchies that feel complete in God, don't ever lose that. That is one of the biggest blessings. Shalom. Shalom to you. I'm being put in a trance right now talking about this. Shalom, peace to you, church. Ecclesiastes. So blessed, so very blessed. Anyway, peace. Shalom. Hebrew number strong 7965. Shalom conveys the idea of completeness and well-being. So one of the scriptures, of course, the Lord led me to Ecclesiastes. So we've been reading about a season for everything, and a time to every purpose under the heavens. So, if you understand the point I was trying to make about Ecclesiastes, before we move on, damn, he just keeps giving me these things to teach, and it's I never. I guess that is the teaching itself. Ecclesiastes, the church. The book of Ecclesiastes, from what I can tell, what my spirit tells me is that if you're starting a church, you teach the book of Ecclesiastes first. Because that, to me, is the through line between Israel and the church. Solomon is explaining to the church Israelite doctrine that's important for them to know. That's the best way I can say it. Ecclesiastes is Jesus explaining to the church my alibi. What's my alibi? I'm Israelite. Please understand me. Please listen. I have an alibi. I'm this way for a reason. There's a purpose for me to be here. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heavens. I'm not guilty. I didn't do it. I have an alibi. I'm doing these things for a reason. There's a purpose for me to be such a fucking fuck. Whatever I am, whatever it seems to be, there's a reason for it. That's why I brought up Saul. Saul chased David because it was to be an example of what a Benjamite does. A Benjamite is going to go all the way to the end. The Lord sent him after David. David knew he was never going to get him. David got scared. He had his doubts. And that was so David would write the psalm saying, you know what? This fucking Benjamite's after me. This vicious fucking Benjamite. This fucking ravenous wolf is after me. Lord, fuck, man. Help me. I thought I had an alibi here. You do. You're covered. I just like to see you cry. Saul, what do you think? What do you think? We just went into this a few lessons ago. Jeez, man, I do 4 a day and I feel like that's not enough. I'm gonna have to do another one because we're not getting it. He wants me to keep going. We were going into Proverbs this week. Sword, iron sharpens iron, and a man and his friend sharpen each other's countenance. What do you think Saul and David were doing? If you understand, if you can step away from these teachings you've been taught and actually step back and look at the quilt. What's it say? It says Saul and David are sharpening each other. Saul, the house of Saul, the house of David, same house, niggas. Same house, niggas. Don't be lazy. Don't be manipulative. Don't be stupid. Get off the corner, put the drugs away. Get out of your grandma's medicine chest, all that shit. Stop trying door handles. Fuck that. There's no well-being in that. There's no shalom in that. Stop saying the Gentiles can't make it. Stop saying House of Saul. Stop it. So what's the point? There was a time for them to be at each other's throats. Let me continue. Do you understand? I am who I am. What am I going to say? Oh no, I'm not Benjamin. I'm Gad, or I'm Issachar, or I'm just a churchy. Do you know what's going to happen to me if I don't listen? Dude, you claim you're Adonijah? Adonijah, can you imagine? Adonijah tried to wrestle the kingdom from Jesus, from Solomon, son of David, fourth son of David. That's who the Lord told me I am. You're Adonijah. Is that peaceful? Is that peaceful? That's not shalom. That's not shalom. That's hard to. That's a hard fucking stone to pick up, man. I'm Adonijah and I'm a Benjamite. Ruined. I'm ruined. Anyway, back to a season for everything. A season. What season are we in? We're in the season where it's time to. There's a time to speak and there's a time to be silent. A time to love. This is the key phrase of the whole fucking 3 lessons so far. This is what we're getting to. A time to love. Verse 8. Ecclesiastes, the church. Jesus explaining to not just the churches, to Israel itself too, because Israel got lost. Is lost. A lot of us are just bugged out. Israel has more homeless. There's probably more homeless Israelites than any other group of nations. Our people are starving. Our people are bugged out of their heads. Our people are living by the river in a tent. Our people are working in the factory with toxic chemicals. Our people are making tons of money by being clowns for the system. A lot of Israelites in those in those professions. The chosen people. Chosen for what? So here we go. I'm finally getting to it. Wow, what a build-up. What do they call it? Cliffhanger. Ecclesiastes 3. Chapter 3, verse 8. We're going through the seasons, a time, a purpose for everything under the heavens. So what does that, I just wanted to go back to that so you can understand. In the next page, I've gone over this 100 times. The righteous and the wicked judged, and moreover I saw under the sun a place of judgment, that wickedness was there, a place of righteousness, and iniquity was there. And I said in my heart, God shall judge the righteous and the wicked, for there is a time there for every purpose and for every work. Hello, Mr. Bible teacher. How did that play out for you brothers and sisters? I mean, you can listen to these guys, Spiritual Life Lessons, Gabar. You can listen to these guys. They have some good stuff to say, and they say it really good sometimes. You're like, yeah, man, I'm grooving. I know what you're saying, bro. But is it right? Does it have the Holy Spirit? Is it just really good, put together fakery? And that's where I'm having a hard time too, is because I hear Gabar say some fucking great things sometimes now. And I'm like, damn, as long as they stay away from the stupidity of their Negro-centric nonsense and the wrong doctrine about Jesus and the Gentiles, that stuff just kills me. It's like so much good, but then the whole basis of their whole thing is a fucking head scratcher. But anyway, did you see how that happened? The part when he says, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. We're talking about peace. There's a time to do this, a time to do that. He's going to make you react. And Satan's part of that. Satan came into David. King David? Yeah, Satan came into David. Oh, King David's the dope, man. He's a nigga he's a nigga after my own heart. Fuck, dudes. Satan came into him and he numbered the children of Israel. Wicked. And how many Israelites got killed? 19,000 or something for that. King David's clean. King David has an alibi. No, he doesn't. He's Israeli. The only alibi he has is that he's Israel. God is going to love him, and he's an example of what the fuck not to do. Just like me. Just like the next Israelite. We're not here for no purpose. We have purpose. We're angelic. That's what Israel is. We're angels of a different type. We're different spiritual entities here until the end, and then we're all going to be the same. We're all going to understand each other. But right now, there's a purpose for everything, and the purpose I'm trying to get you to understand is that this is the place of judgment. So the purposing, the Saul going after David numbering the people, the Satan going after Job, Ahaz listening to Jezebel, Elisha cursing those children that were mocking him, and the bears came out and ate their fucking ass. These are all clues to you that no, you don't fuck with the prophets of the Lord. No, you don't claim Israel to be spotless. No. A lot of no's. No, no, no. Don't kill. Don't steal. A lot of no's. Don't have any other God. Don't covet your... No, 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 no. I'm going to have to do 4 because there's some more things to say. So, a time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace. What profit has he that worketh in that wherein he laboureth? I have seen the travail which God has given to the sons of men to be exercised in it. Great lesson today. great lesson. I have seen the travail. What's Jesus saying? I've seen what my Israelite brothers and sisters are getting put through. They're getting put through prophetic visions, dreams. We hear things, we see things, we dream, we are spiritually put upon. That's why you see me fucking going like this. Good looking crew there.
Thank you. Thank you.
So well behaved too.
I work hard to train them. Yeah, thank you.
Right on. And she's got the biggest boobs. She's really sweet. I'm like, I'm gonna have to stop and talk to her one day. She likes things in order. She has her dogs in order. She has her hair in order. She has those big old jugs fucking secured tightly. Makeup, nice. Shalom on her face. Peace. She's at peace. I like that. I see that in her. Anyhow, back to what I was saying. There's a purpose. There's a purpose for me to be doing this. And there's a purpose for you to be here. What's it say? There's a time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace. I think my time of war, I'm coming into a time of peace and I haven't recognized it for a while. I'm ready for some completeness. It's great. I can feel completeness and well-being coming, and it's eluded me for a lot of time, a lot of centuries. I've had times of peace. I've had times of war. I've had times of tearing my clothes. I've had times of sewing my clothes. I've had times of embracing. I've had times of not embracing. I've had times of weeping. And I've had times of mourning. And I've had times of laughter. So we've had all these different manifestations of our purpose. And if we paid attention, if we're honest with ourselves, and I think that's why the narcissist is such a danger, because the narcissist can't improve. The narcissist is going to do what the devil wants a narcissist to do, and they're going to cause a lot of havoc, and they're going to teach empaths, they're going to teach people of the Lord a lesson. So I'm trying to look at my past as a lesson in shalom. How can I find peace? Let the garden grow. The Lord's going to sort out all those weeds. Stop trying to clear out my garden myself and plant my own fruit and do it on my own. At some point, I'm going to have to let the Lord, my ravening wolf characteristic has to turn into the soft. What do they say about Benjamin? He has a lion on one side, but he has his other side is like a lamb. The wolf and the lamb will hang out together. Maybe we'll go into that. I'm going to close out. I had to say hi to that gal. A time to speak. It was time for me to say something. I'm gonna do one more, and then I'm probably gonna paddle out just to say I did. Catch a couple. Get wet. But anyway, I'll be back. We'll finish this off. I love you, Israel. Poor Israel. You believers, you're blessed. Revel in that. I'm out.